Hi, I'm Lori Magistro, and I'm the Healthy Foodie Fanatic. I want to welcome you to my kitchen, and I want to welcome you to this recipe that I've got for you today. I'm going to make a turkey skillet, and basically what this is my version of hamburger helper, turkey helper. So let's get started cooking. I've got two pans here, and I've already preheated them on a low heat. I think that you always want to start at a low heat while you're getting yourself together, while you're getting your mise en place together. Mise en place, of course, being a French term that says a place for everything and everything in its place. So pretty much I've got everything ready to go. The only thing I'm going to have left to do while you and I are cooking together is I'm going to juice a lemon, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reach over here and grab a little oil that I forgot to put on the counter. And I'm just using basic canola oil. And I don't really want a lot, just a little bit, just to kind of moisten the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to start with my garlic that I've minced and my leeks. And I'm going to do my leeks first, and I want to talk to you very quickly about how I prepared them. I went ahead and I chopped them fine, as you can see, and then I put them and I soaked them in a bowl of water. And the reason that I did that was because leeks get dirt and grit in them, and so if you soak them in water and then strain them, all that grit and dirt is going to sink to the bottom, and it makes your life a lot easier. So, all right, so we're gonna start cooking here the leeks, and leeks are a very gentle onion, so you don't want to, it's a fine line between your temperature, so you don't want to go too high, because once they get burned they're bitter, and they're a no-go, trust me on that one. Okay, so we've got the leeks in the pan. We're going to let that start to do what it needs to do, and now I've got 2 pounds of ground turkey. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the pan. And, you know, we all know that turkey is pretty low in fat. It's pretty tender. So I'm going to keep this pan at a pretty low heat. And I'm only going to cook this about part way, and then I'm going to add it to the rest of the dish. So since I've got that in the pan, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it some salt. I like to use kosher salt. You could use, you know, just fine table salt. You could use sea salt. Just really whatever your preference is. Kosher happens to be mine. I'm also going to give it a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, because we also know the ground turkey needs help with flavor. It's kind of like a blank canvas. All right, so let's just kind of mix that up a little bit, and then we're going to come back over here because we don't want to forget about our leeks and have to start all over again. We want to be efficient so that we get our dinner on the table in a quick amount of time. So I can hear that the leeks are starting to saute a little bit. That's the sound that I want to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in, I've probably got, I don't know, tablespoon of garlic. I had probably just maybe 2 to 3 tablespoons of leeks, but the amount is really according to your preference. It's not mandatory that you have a certain amount. Probably that 1 tablespoon was 2 cloves of garlic, probably. I like to have my handle this way. I feel a little backwards because I'm right-handed. So I'd like to have my handle on the left side. So we're going to let that cook and let it turn nice and translucent, but we're going to keep our eye on it because, again, no burning allowed. And now I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to go ahead, and while I'm waiting, I'm going to finish juicing my lemon. I love fresh lemon juice. Notice I've also got lemon zest, which actually has more flavor than the lemon juice. So I've got a little bit of that. And notice that I zested before I juiced. Doesn't work so well the other way around. So just take my word on it. zest first, and I use this handy little tool, my buddy. And all you do is just run it right down the lemon, and you just zest, and then you're ready to juice. All these handy gadgets that we have. So all I did was just put that lemon right down on the middle and press down, and it takes the juice right out. I'm going to give it a little bit more though. Give it a little more oomph. Take this over here. Second one. You just press it down just to kind of get it firmly there. It's got these little grooves on the inside, which are pretty cool. They keep that lemon from moving around on you. You just press down. And then, when you're done, voila. No seeds. Just the juice. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. All right. So, let's give this a little stir. It's almost ready. I'm going to let it get just a little bit further along, and then I'm going to put a little bit of white wine in there. And we'll see. I think I've got about 2/3 of a cup. Chances are not going to use it all. No need. And again, you wouldn't even have to put that wine in there if you didn't want to. We're going to have the lemon juice. We're going to have chicken stock. So the wine is completely by choice. So, all right, let's get over here and see how slowly this is cooking. This is the way I like to nice and gently cook my turkey. I just really want to treat it very, very gently, because once it goes too far, there's no coming back. So we'll just keep that doing what it's doing. And we're going to come back over here. Give this a stir, and then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to chop up that lemon zest, because we're almost ready to add our wine. Let's get our tools out of our way. And you want it pretty fine, because it's going to stay in this form. It's not, you're going to be able to see little pieces of zest in the finished product. Okay, so I want you to notice when I hold my knife, I'm not doing this. I don't have my finger out. We don't want to do that. You want to hold your knife like this, and then just with the palm of your hand, which gives it stability, you just kind of go back and forth. And I just keep making a little pile. And I just keep going back and forth. Notice my fingers are up out of the way, because I want to keep them. I need them. Up out of the way until I get it chopped about as fine as I want. And I think that's pretty good. Don't leave anything on the knife, because we need all the flavor that we want, we can get. Okay. All right. So it seems to me it's about time to deglaze. And basically, deglazing just means that as food caramelizes on the bottom of the pan, you can use wine, water, stock, and you're just pulling up those pieces of caramelization that have adhered to the bottom of the pan, because that's a lot of flavor and you don't want to lose that. So we're going to just go ahead and we're going to take our wine. And that's probably plenty. I'm just going to let that, I want to let that reduce down a little bit. And if you're worried about it, it's really a flavoring agent. The alcohol is actually going to cook out of it. So if that's a concern of yours, don't worry about it. You're not actually going to be having alcohol in your meal. You're just getting the flavor, the essence of it. So now that I've got some liquid in there, and I'm not worried about burning my leeks and my garlic anymore, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the volume up just a little bit, because we want to get rolling here. So I'm going to go up to about a medium-high heat. And you can see how it's kind of doing its thing. It's bubbling, and starting to reduce down. And once I get just a little bit more reduced down, then I'm going to add the lemon juice, and we're going to put the noodles in the stock, and then we're going to get this thing going. We're going to be eating in no time.